Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled When the Wicked Beareth Rule. A couple days ago, you had the brother Arrows of Indignation. He did a short where you had this sister right here in the thumbnail. Okay, you see, you see the gas nozzle above her head. All right, so she's talking about the condition, okay, of Babylon the Great and the frustration at the pump. All right, so the frustration at the pump is coming in multiple ways. You got the price going up, and then also um, you have the quality of the gas being changed. Okay, and so she's making the connection between the quality of the gas being changed and the price, and she's noting the oppression. She's noting the oppression, and she's also noting the fact that we're helpless. There's nothing we can do about it. And even if we did do something about it, she says we'll be playing into their hands. Okay, very insightful. The only thing that she didn't mention, okay, because she actually mentioned that the elite was going to be paid back for all of this wrongdoing. Okay, she talked about pushing people to the brink, of basically just like losing it. But although she said that the elites are going to get theirs one day, well, maybe she's alluding to this truth. Who knows? Not sure. But intuitively, she knows that payback is coming to these people, okay, that put these conditions on the people. All right. So, and it's funny that she that's what the spirit, that's what it's in. All right, because I did a lesson myself. All right, a couple days ago. WTF? No mechanical door handles. In that lesson, I was talking about how this devil is engineering out the mechanical door handle, along with the surveillance that's coming for 2027. Mandatory by law, mandated by law, that this devil is going to be able to surveillance you in your own vehicle, be it video or biometrics, okay? Tied to the SG or the 6G, Salakia, the 6G, and this AI technology, okay? So that's the spirit that's going around right now. All right. Non-stop oppression. Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And so you're hearing the discontent, all right, and the mourning of the people all over all of those social media platforms. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we're not ignorant of his devices. We see it, all right, and we call in the play by play. Now, one thing that is for certain for those who are in the truth, okay, if you're listening to this video, whether a young brother or a young sister, the gas prices are going to continue to go up. Just thank the Lord that the Lord is giving you the substance to what? The substance to pay for it. Don't worry about nothing else. Okay? And then when that changes, he's still gonna take care of us. All right. So hey, it's one thing to not have it at all, and it's another thing, all right, that provision is still being made and you can actually what? Pay for it. Okay? So don't worry about nothing. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. So one of the things that I want to talk about, the Elder Malcolm brought it out on the Sunday Live. He talked about a number of U.S. salvage and junkyards, okay, going up in blazes, all right, all at around the same time. All right. I found out it was within 10 days. Okay. So inside of 10 days, inside of 2 weeks, you had 7 yards, salvage yards, and junk yards going up in smoke. Okay. And we'll talk about that. All right. This is Psalms, uh, let me see, 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? If you're mandating that everybody after 2027 have to have a car that you can surveillance them, okay, and that you can basically hit a switch and cut their shit off, that would be mischief, okay, mischief by law. All right, and back to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. All right, it says, "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." Who was turning the other way when these salvage yards was going up in smoke? Who was looking the other way? Okay, whoever was looking the other way, that's who got the gift. Okay, also known as bribery. The standard protocol for managing flammable and combustible materials in junkyards and salvage yards is a strict framework enforced by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agencies, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and the national fire codes like the NFPA. All right, so there's strict framework involved. All right, in these industries, because auto salvage operations deal heavily with volatile liquids and toxic chemicals and materials prone to spontaneous combustion. The standard operating procedures, okay, that's the SOPs, are split into four core: containment and mitigation. All right. I didn't detail those, but it begins with draining the gasoline and all oils. Okay. Any of these oils is gonna get drained from these cars. All right. So they're not supposed to carry or have, all right, flammable and combustible liquids in them. Period. That's step one of bringing a car onto the property. All right. But nevertheless, inside of 10 days, you had the following. May 25th, South Rockledge, Florida, you had a salvage yard go up in a blaze. Okay. Um, May 20th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. May 29th, Camden, New Jersey. Another May 25th, that's that Opaloka, Florida. Also, June 3rd, Bend, Oregon. And another one from May 30th and 31st, you had Southington, Connecticut. All right, these are all junkyard, salvage, salvage yard fires. Okay, these are fires that's basically destroying the older trucks, okay, and the older cars, so you can't go buy them. Period. This is Obadiah, okay, 1 and 5, talking about his spirit. Okay, we're gonna talk about his spirit and his portion. Okay, Esau Edom has the spirit of the grape gatherers. Okay, um, and so we're gonna see that. All right, and then we're gonna talk about his portion. We're gonna close with his portion. So Obadiah 1 and 5, it says, "If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?" And this is in reference to Israel's law, all right, when it concerns the gleaming, okay? All right, when we had food, we left food on the corners, all right? And so the food on the corners was to feed the poor. But Esau, Edom has the spirit, okay? He's that grape gatherer that won't leave the corners. He gonna take every grape, okay? He's gonna take every grape, and that's part of the defect in his spirit. All right, but let's look at his portion. This is Job 27 and 13. We're gonna close here. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. Okay? All right, so the portion of the wicked man, all right, is that his children, if they're multiplied, is gonna be for the sword. His his offspring won't be satisfied with bread. Okay? His widows ain't gonna weep for him. And everything that he's heaped up unto himself, all right, he's got to give it up. Okay? And he's gonna give it up to who? The just. Okay? All right, so all these things has to happen. Okay? And I understand the frustration of this Eve right here, but it has to happen. All right? So that the good can come. And that good is the kingdom. All right. So this man has to, so he's circling the drain. All right. He has to be torn down economically. All right. And physically. It's going to happen, but it has to happen. All right. And it's going to be, it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful for everybody involved to a certain extent. It's going to be uncomfortable. But again, hey, the Lord gonna still make a way, and as long as He making a way for you to pay the gas, just pay the gas. Okay, that's all we can do. All right, until the change come. All right, so this has been when the wicked beareth rule. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, shalom.